Hi guys, welcome to this week's Tau Thursday episode. Devilfish and 8 Pathfinders with 2 ion rifles is what I got painting this week. So I went through my case of Tau models. I have a 10-man unit of breachers and a 5-man unit of strike team fire warriors, so like with the 30-inch range rifles. So I decided I would try and start painting up my Pathfinders, because I have this 8-man unit, and then I have 2 of the new units. So I think there's 2 ion rifles, 2 rail rifles, and then there's 2 of each type of drone, and then 10 Pathfinders. So what I done earlier on was I made an Outrider detachment list for +1 CP command point. The idea with this Devilfish, I'll lift it up and show you in a minute. It's battle damage as hell and kind of marked and blasted and whatever you want to say, because the idea is that's for the breachers who are battle damaged. I have one breacher here I was using for scheme comparison earlier. There's a piece of tissue and just managed to appear. So yes, the way his shoulder pad and stuff is all damaged up was the idea with the Devilfish to go with them. So the Outrider detachment, you need a HQ, so I threw in Aun Va. He's 75 points, he's not even painted yet. But for the Pathfinder team, I have 5 Pathfinders, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So earthquake. So just give me a wee second. My desk is a bit of a mess. I'm going to drop this light off and see. Okay. So I'm going to move the iron rifle, guys, so you can actually see what I'm talking about here. These 5, they all have. Now what happened was I need a new airbrush because I was airbrushing and that was grand, and I went to add a little bit more of a highlight and it just exploded on this guy and the rail rifle guy, so I'll show you him in a minute. These photon grenades are glowing there, and I painted the front of the gun to look like it's glowing red because I imagined it dropping absolutely everything. I imagine the marker lights are like laser pointers, but they're on the front of the gun. He obviously doesn't have the marker light thing, but I'm pretending he does. So this guy here has it on the top of his gun, and I painted the tops of the helmets to be orange because I have 3 units of them and I want to be able to tell the difference. Squad markings, it's kind of hard to, it's just the blue lines on the helmet. There you go. I used one of the Tau transfer sheets to get the ideas for these and just freehanded them on. So I have 5 standard Pathfinders. There's the phone dying. I have a chassis. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's basically the sergeant has a different pattern on his head, so I can tell that's him. And then I have the 2 Pathfinders with rail rifles. So this guy's ready to take a shot. This guy overcharged his rail rifle and it's about to explode because the airbrush did and just covered him in blue. So for this unit, the total cost is coming in at 102 points for 8 Pathfinders. One of them's a chassis. Well, I don't know. One of them's a sergeant, and then 2 rail rifles. And then my transport, my TY7 Devilfish, is coming in at 127 points base with 2 marker drones and a gun drone. 2 marker drones and a gun drone. A burst cannon and 2 gun drones and a seeker missile. So it's 234 points for my 8 Pathfinders and my Devilfish. So I didn't quite make the 250 point mark, but I'm after getting a good chunk painted anyway. I'll add the total for what I have painted up and I will come back then and let you know what I have. Okay guys, so This is episode 3 of Tau Thursdays. and having painted the Piranha, the Ghost Keel, the Commander with smart missiles, the Breachers, 2 units of stealth suits, Pathfinders and the Devilfish, not including all the extra drones that I painted. The total came to 947 points, which is actually alright, because I was about to start painting the Riptide, and the Riptide is going to come in at a lot of points. I have a Hammerhead, I have 2 broadsides, and I have 2 units of crisis suits, Aunva, an ethereal and hover drone, and like an ethereal with a little spike thing still in the case to paint. The Riptide is then coming in at a total of 374 points. So if I do the Riptide and the Hammerhead between this episode and next episode, I could probably break 1,500 points. So I will see how I get on there. But I just want to give you a little look at the Devilfish. So battle damaged to hell, as if he takes a lot of fire on the way in with the Breachers. His base is frosted because I had to matte seal him, because he was like the paint was rubbing off on him. I did have that glued. I will re-glue it. And here the airbrush exploded as well, but it kind of works a bit better there than it does on the rest of the stuff. Yeah, that's my long strike stand-in. See him there? Because I just haven't managed to pick him up yet. But hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll get long strike and a second Hammerhead. But for this week, guys, that's it. Total is coming in at 947 points. Hopefully I'll get the Riptide done anyway, because I meant to have that done for the end of September for the Blackjack Legacy Painting Groups competition. So fingers crossed to get that done. But until then, guys, cheers for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.